Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's going on,
What's
world?
up? Put my headphones on real quick. I was slacking.
Slacking over there, slacking with the packing, slacking what you're lacking. So what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to everyone. Happy Sunday.
What's going on,
So we got
everybody?
so we got some people in the house, man. We got like 7 people watching. That's what's up.
Nice. Thank y'all for being here.
Man. So, how was you guys' weekend? How's everything going? How's everything been? And what are you playing? Howdy fellas. You know you country. That's why I love you.
Yeah, it's my weekend's been pretty good. How's your weekend been?
Man, my weekend's been kind of rough, man. So yeah, being a homeowner, which I guess a lot of people on this show are, just got a lot of stuff that you got to do to maintain your home sometimes. So
Yeah.
we got the whole front fascia of our done by contractors this weekend, and you would think that hey, I got that done, but then our homeowners association decided to send out letters to everybody. Uh, Said that they need to correct certain things in their houses, and our thing was that we needed to pressure wash the side of our house. So I ended up pressure washing the side of my house this morning in the rain.
Nice.
Well, I mean, like I told you, I think I told you I pressure washed for some years, man. When I was, hey, what's going on, Goofy? Pressure wash for a long time, and it's no better. Actually, it's no better time to pressure wash than in
Yeah,
the
it just
rain.
rinses away.
It's just, I mean, it just
Yeah.
really helps you out. Believe it or not, like when you use like soaps and things like that,
Yep.
it actually stays. It doesn't, believe it or not, it doesn't wash off. The soap and stuff stays until you pressure wash it hard. As long as it's not
Yeah.
a hard rain, it's like a drizzle, it
No, but I
stays.
got you. I got you. It
So
just helps because it helps pull the dirt away from the siding and stuff if you use any of that
yeah,
crap, I think.
so I've been cleaning my
Nice.
exterior of my house,
I agree
and
with
then it
this HOA. No way.
man, we're almost out of it. We're almost away. If God willing, man, we're gonna be doing something else. And what's up, PK?
What's up,
We're gonna be
PK?
doing we're gonna be doing something else soon, man, where we can get a little bit more room and we don't have to deal with that. But the maintenance,
Well, I mean, it's kind of
I'm not
normal.
mad at it because the maintenance thing is real. I mean, you got to maintenance your home
Yeah,
or it'll just
you
fall
do.
apart. So it's not a big thing.
I have
But
like
that's
whole trees down in my yard right now from the winter, so I'll have to go out there in the spring and get them. But I let they're soaked from all the snow and rain sitting on them, so I let the sun dry them up a little bit before I go pulling them.
are they are they hardwoods? Are they like pines
Oh,
or
it's
what are they?
pine. It's all pine.
Oh yeah, so you can't even
It's
burn that
wet,
crap.
soggy pine. No,
Yeah, you can't even burn it. That sucks.
no,
All that pine
it's
tar.
yeah, no.
you
I
know,
don't want to
burnt
touch
your
it.
been a burnt your house down trying to
I don't,
burn
yeah, I don't even want to touch the crap. It's like I mean, it never fails. I'll like put gloves on. I still end up having it like somehow on my skin somewhere or on my
pine tar.
clothing,
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh man.
because it seeps out like almost like the sap, like for like syrup and stuff. It seeps out the minute you cut the skin of it or whatever. It just seeps through there.
Yeah,
It's bad too.
it is.
Yeah, I grew up with that stuff, man. Cutting down trees
Happy
all my life.
23-hour Sunday. That's right, right?
Yes. Yeah, we lost a hour, y'all.
Yeah, I hate that.
Thank y'all for coming to check us out, man.
I
At
know.
te-
I appreciate
at
it.
technically 5 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah. For all the people overseas, I don't think they changed their clocks for another couple weeks or something. 2 more weeks.
Well,
I don't know.
some people don't change them at all. So all
Yeah,
these you got all these states now and these cities that are voting to not change their not do the spring forward rollback time change thing, man. It's
yeah. I
kind of
should
thing. I think
share
and
this one out.
they
Hold
were
on.
voting on it here in Georgia too.
Nice. I'm just sharing our stream real quick because I boogered up the other one. We don't know what happened. This is like happened like 2 or 3 times. You go live and it decides to make a new version of it rather than making the one you already have that didn't exists.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
it's
don't
kind of
know.
funny if you start the stream like when we started our stream, it actually kind of had an error. So if you stop it and you start it and you try to do it again, it starts a complete new instance.
Yeah, but those.
So it's kind of a thing where we kind of
Yeah.
can't control it if it messes up prior to us getting it to you.
Yes.
It's just one of those things that we just have to kind of roll with.
But
But
we
I'm glad
appreciate
you're
you
here.
popping
None.
in, Andy.
Yeah. Regardless, we're glad you're here.
I'm gonna.
So we say Stokes late to the show. Hello, no, you're not, man. You're not late, man. We just
No,
started. All we talking about is some pine trees, saps, and pressure washing now.
I know we're not talking
Nothing,
about anything
nothing
interesting.
at all to do with arcades, right?
No, we're just chatting with the community, seeing what everybody's weekend was up to.
So,
But
guys, how was you guys' weekend? Yeah, how was you guys' weekend? What do you guys got going on, man? What you been doing, man? You been playing any interesting games? So, for all you Steam Deck guys, make sure you check us out on Tuesdays at 8 p.m.
yep,
We're gonna be changing up the show a little bit. So, the way we're gonna be doing it, I guess we can announce it here since we're talking to the community and a lot of guys that are gonna be coming over to it. We're gonna be doing kind of a pre-record. We may not do it this week, but in the future we'll do a pre-record and we'll have everything out there. But we'll be joining you guys in the chat so we can chat back and forth with you
yep.
about what you guys see and what you guys have going on with you. You say scooped up an Aya Neo 2 this
Ooh,
weekend. That might take a bit of a back
uh
seat.
oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't
Only
know.
for a
That's.
minute or two. So the Aya Neo runs Windows based software, right? Or is it Android?
No, it's a win. I think it's Windows.
It's
Yep.
Windows, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, so basically you're getting which one you said which one you got the two?
Yep.
So what are the specs on it? I can't remember. It's man,
It like
Aya
runs
Neo.
like a Windows 11, and it's some kind of AMD Ryzen 7
But
6800U
yo, man,
or
like
something.
everybody was talking about that with the Aya Neo. Like they have so many versions of their
Yeah.
handhelds. Aren't they like on like 8 different versions right now?
It's
Like you got a
expensive.
bunch, but you got a bunch of them you can buy. There's
Yeah.
not like one Aya Neo. There's like I
No,
know at
there's a
least 4 or 5.
16 gig. That there's like all kinds of them. There's like a 16 gig with a 512. I think they come with like micro SD cards or something. I don't know what the heck this is, but it's expensive. And that's the reason why I don't think it's going to ever truly compete with the Steam Deck. This is more like for people that have a little bit more disposable income. I think the Steam Deck was trying to take a loss on those units, where this is like, oh, you like stuff like new fancy stuff, buy one of these because it's super cool. I think that's
Yeah,
the
and they're
kind of
like
what
a
it falls under.
thousand dollars, man. That's crazy. Them shits are expensive.
They're yeah, like that's for the cheap one. Like you're really looking at probably $1,500 or more.
You see, console man. What's up, console
But
man? Glad you made it. So you said I want the MK2 Deluxe. Hey, so I saw the video of it, man. So
yeah,
let's go to a couple more things that people have put up right quick, and then we'll
yeah.
go into our first segment. So it says kitchen
Oh wow.
suite.
I hope that goes
Okay,
good.
yeah,
Hope the
man.
demo goes good and everything.
Yeah, I got to do my basement, man. So wish me luck, man. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
take like a week off work. Windows might be install Steam OS.
that'd be cool if you let us
Don't.
know if you do
Why
put
would you
Steam
do
OS
that
on.
though?
Well, because Steam OS is way less power
I know
hungry and less
it's not
band
bloatware. Yeah,
mag
I get it, but
mag
at
RAM.
that point, you're just. I mean, that's the whole point of having it, right? I don't know. I'm weird like that. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm nobody.
No, I get you. It's like why I haven't put Windows on my Steam Deck. I leave it as is. You
Yeah,
know.
I'm just waiting for that dual boot to really get figured out. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's go to our first segment,
Yeah.
guys. Yo, let's go. Oh, let's go back to this comment right here
Ooh.
for one of our favorite people. Not that you all aren't our favorite people, but this guy right here is hilarious, and he just makes me smile every time he says something. So, console man, you know what? I saw B Kong's video.
Yep. The live he was doing there. I was
Yeah, the
watching
live he
some of
was
that.
doing with that man. That's neat, man. But you know what though? That kind of threw me off though, because I'm gonna tell you something. When you saw other videos that people were putting out, especially of those the ones that fell off the back of the truck or whatever, they look bigger. So when you put it next to the Pac-Man with the riser, and it's like exactly the same size, all it did was eliminate the riser. It wasn't, I mean, it's more true to form.
Yes.
It's got more, it's got a bigger coin door or whatever. But I mean, really, man, it's like the same thing. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna play any different, but
Oh yeah, it's
I
the
mean,
same thing. The only thing they did was get rid of the riser, but that's what they. I feel like this is the start of them doing everything all over again without risers. So
Yeah. So let's talk about that. So you share something interesting with me, and we can let the community talk about it also.
yeah,
But you said you think that Arcade One Up is basically
yeah, they're like
starting over.
starting over. Yep,
You
I
think they're
think they're.
starting over?
Yeah, I think they're starting over from
I'm
scratch
sorry, I didn't mean to
essentially.
cut that comment off so soon. I apologize.
Oh, you're fine. But yeah, we're
Yeah.
I forgot what I was saying.
You see, you feel like they're starting over.
Oh yeah, so I feel like they're starting over because they have a whole new way to market their cabs now. There's no more risers. It's going to be more like, hey, we're making these things more true to like their unique form, like their original unique forms. What's up, Ray? Yeah. So
What's
that's
up,
like really
Ray?
good. I don't know. I just really think that it's smart for them to start over. Like they need like there's that weird talk in the community. Michael B made a video about how somebody got an email for an arcade one up cab to give it a positive review and they would get it for free or whatever, which is
Yeah.
pretty standard fare with I guess some of those types of offerings or something. It's interesting the person that got the email. Uh, Michael B has some interesting theories. I think it might be like a marketing agency that just randomly was looking for people that had so many X amount of subs and just have that touch on that content. They might not have looked too far into the content of that person,
Yeah,
but
I mean, but a lot of these marketing guys, they just look at the analytics, man. They have a
oh, for
spreadsheet.
sure, they don't care.
They
They're
just
just looking at
they just
numbers.
they
They
print it
just want it
out
in
and
front of
they yeah,
eyes. Yep.
hey, if you can do it, if you do it, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
They don't care. I mean, I think that I
They
kind of
don't care.
agree.
You're right.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think this is a kind of a start over for them. I think that the form factor, I love the form factor of the Pac-Mans. I think that with the
Yep.
with the screen laid down, I know I think we talked about it on the last show, but I think that the where everybody was talking about this dead space in the back of the cabinets. So I got a theory on it. So generally when you had those cabinets from the beginning, that's how they were. They just
Yeah.
had dead space. You had maybe sometimes they had the black lights depending on what arcade you were in or
Yep.
something like that. That was be kind of cool. But they generally had dead space because it projected a lot of light up into the cab. So
Yeah.
even so you could if you remember guys when you were in the arcade, if you was walking down the row, it looked like
Hmm.
light was projecting out of the cabs. So
Yeah.
and that was the way the screen was shaped and the position it was shaped in so that it would throw the light up into the cab and then out. So it would almost like engulf your face as you're playing.
Yep.
Not directly on you because if it's directly on you, it doesn't do the same thing. So I mean, a lot of that stuff, man, was I think that when they made these cabs a long time ago, they actually thought about, the look of how people look while they're playing games, and that a lot of times that just having that light cast upon people
Yep.
will have people like go by and say, "Oh man, can I let me see what's going on? I have to look over." When you back in the day, when you had to put the cord on the glass and you had to look over somebody's shoulder to see what they're playing, and he's like,
Yep.
"Oh man, you got a bunch of people standing
Can
around
I can
you."
I make I want to make a couple comments here though, like because
Go ahead.
Office Arcade says yeah I like the riser art too much, and then Feral on Furnaces risers will still live on at Walmart. It's good for kids. I I do like the riser art, so like I don't really care about that comment, but I don't risers are going away, so it doesn't matter if you like them or not. They don't give a shit about what you like or not. They're removing them because they understand that it was a problem for people. Lots of people don't like them. I think there's more people, and from a marketing standpoint, having that riser is just not a smart thing. It's an extra SKU for no reason at all. Especially that there's less material being used in the creation of the cabinet now as well. Like there's a lot of it saves them more money by not going back than continuing with the riser. You can say that I'm wrong 4 years, 2 years down the road if they're still making riser
Wrong,
cabs.
wrong.
Um,
So-
but I bet you any money I'm not. So I'll bet you $5. I bet you $5 that
Well,
stuff's all disappearing.
I'm gonna tell you like this is the crazy thing is that I agree with you because let's take a shout out to this $5 super chat for console. Then I'll finish. It says from console fanboy. It says I have zero shame. I'll review it if for free cab if it's a free cab. What will happen to people gonna hate? They're already doing it anyway. I agree. I mean,
Yeah.
but honestly, you're one of the better people to actually critique this cab. Everybody knows how much you love this game. If
Yeah.
there was somebody out there to critique it, you would be it. I don't understand why they wouldn't give it to you to critique
I
it.
think well, you're hitting it on the head. It just where the point that I think everybody needs to understand is like if there's a marketing agency reaching out to a bunch of creators right now to like show off these deluxe cabs, it's because they want to put the like this new foot forward. This is how they're gonna portray themselves and stuff. Like they're gonna be making these full size, 3/4 full size cabs.
Gotcha.
So,
So so
and they're just
let me
gonna
finish.
save money.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
gonna tell you. So that's what I was talking about, and I mean to cut off because we
and
got the
thanks
super
for
chat.
the super
But
chat, console
thanks for the super
fanboy.
chat. We want to go put that out there so we can get it. But this is the thing: is that do you guys remember when we had riser getting or whatever they called it at the time when you couldn't get a riser? At every Walmart, everywhere where they, you remember they had the standalone risers that they were selling and stuff like that from Arcade One Up, and you couldn't find them, and I think that was their ploy of trying to move away from the riser, and they kind of got forced back into it for a little while because those risers were going for, I think just the regular risers was like $40 in Walmart. We're going for like
Yeah,
$100, no, $125. I honestly I
that's
had
insane. Why would you pay? Like,
yeah I get
you can go to
I
Home
had to,
Depot and just buy one 2x4 and the cheapest skill saw they have
well
there and
you
build
you know
your
what
own with some nails
I did that, and that's the crazy thing is like literally I
and some
wanted a
spray
riser so
paint
bad.
and be still cheaper.
I had some
Actually, it'd probably be around the same price.
some spare wood at the job, man, and I brought it home and I just basically took one of my risers apart and did a template and cut it up and smoothed it out, and I made my own riser. I
Yeah,
mean, I made like two risers in like an hour, so
yeah,
I didn't understand it, where I was
yeah,
going, but I get the fact that they're moving away from it because it costs so much more money. You
yeah,
have to make so many more cuts. You have to package so many more things.
yeah,
I don't think the riser is going to be there.
yeah.
Hey Polo, what's going on, man? I don't think the risers are going to be there. I think the risers are a thing of the past. I think they'll keep them on just long enough that
Yeah,
they
I
can
think
fade
Brooklyn's
away.
right there. It's more of a
Uh,
paid commercial. You're getting the cab for the price of the commercial. Yeah,
yeah, of course.
it's not really a review. So, but yeah, Office Arcade. I mean, I don't think they're marketing it towards you. I don't think they already got your money. Like,
Yeah.
they're just a business, so they already got your money. They want to sell it to the people that weren't buying it before. You've already bought it before, so they're looking for new people. They've hit a cap. Think
Uh-huh.
of it this way. So when I first started making my YouTube channel, I was all home arcade. And then I thought to myself, I went to school for communications and stuff like that. And I was like, man, this is a really narrow market that I'm like putting myself into. Like, and it's also kind of like an angry, violent community sometimes that like people
It
scream and yell at each other.
is.
And I'm like, I don't really want to have anything to do with that. And I kind of wanted to expand my target audience to a larger target audience and cover more things that I'm interested in. So that's why I started doing Steam Deck stuff. That's what Arcade One Up is doing at this point. They're trying to expand that audience. They understand that the target audience with these cabs with the risers and stuff was too narrow and too niche, and not everybody wanted them. If you go and look at a lot of forums, people hated Arcade One Up for the simple fact that they have risers and for the simple fact that they weren't arcade accurate. Well, they're starting to solve some of the arcade accurate stuff, and they're getting rid of the risers. So they're solving two of the biggest gripes that you can see on Reddit and all those other weird Lord of the Flies type websites out there. So
And they've been people have been like complaining about these risers for a long time.
yeah,
I mean, it's one of those situations where it's like, okay, we understood them at first, but like what happened after that?
yeah.
Did you see
So
what did you
Feral
see what
Inferno, it totally had a riser. We're not going to see this riserless stuff on anything that's already been leaked because I mean everything takes process. You have to create You have to create the design of the cab, the cuts. Then you have to send that off to a tooling factory, and then the factory has to tool the machines to cut those shapes out. So like that's already been done. It's like when you create a movie, you usually when I made this stupid freaking student film, it took me 2 years to create this dumb 15-minute student film from the time of starting the writing process to the time that it was finished and edited. And that was just for a dumb 15-minute film. We're talking about this is for $1 million company making arcade cabinets and stuff. They might be toys, but they still have to have a process, contact the manufacturer, set all this stuff up.
Oh
They have
yeah,
to get a time
tooling is
slot. That
real.
tooling is going to change because another company is going to come in and borrow those machines and tool their own products out of that same factory. So all that stuff is the fact that we even saw Time Crisis. Yes, every Time Crisis will have a riser. There might even be one more cab that comes out that still has a riser. But I'm
Yep.
talking that moving forward, I
Yeah,
don't
moving forward.
see because and I'll tell you why I think that I'm right on this is they're the
Okay.
exact same height. They're the exact same height as the riser cabs. So they're
They
going to
are.
fit in your arcade with your riser cabs and you won't even notice the difference. And that's why they did that is because they're not going back.
Yeah, I mean, I got you. I agree with you. So that's what I was saying. It's gonna
But
be
I'm
one
just
of those things.
passionate about
What?
everything I talk about. This is
Well,
don't take
it's like
offense to anything I'm
it's
saying.
gonna be a
I might
slow
be
fade
wrong.
away.
I'm
That's
wrong
what it's
about a
gonna
lot of
be.
shit.
But
So
did
anyway.
you see what Chosen
No.
said? He said they look skinny, the buttons with the buttons right now, except the MK cab. It says
That reminds
anyway.
me of
He
soft
said it
serve
kind
ice
of
cream
reminds me of certain
cones.
shit.
I love soft
and,
serve ice cream cones. Give me a
and
twist.
then he said butter pecan or black walnut.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the way they look. I'm not lying. I've been very passionate about the fact that I've been wanting a class of '81 for a very long time.
Yeah.
I did not see and understand this. I know people are going and I even check myself on this. There's no difference technically in the class of '81 for the way it's probably going to play from the old one to this one.
Oh no, the
But the
PCB is exactly the same.
but
The
the truth
screen's
be
just slanted and it's
the
a
screen
BOE monitor.
slanted, the cabinet looks a little bit better,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have a riser. But to me, that makes it a look because I don't buy full
Yeah.
price cabs. That makes it just a little bit better for me.
Yeah. And Office
Um,
Arcade's talking about stuff that I never modded any of my cabs. So I don't have that same mentality or thought process that you're having because I never did that once. So I could
yeah,
buy a new cab and then do that if I wanted to. It's like, what about Bob? Baby steps. I've been a baby stepper in this
yeah,
whole. I don't mod the cabs. I don't like modding anything. I think it comes from knowing dealing with classic cars and stuff. You don't really take a classic car and then modify it or do remove the number matching stuff. So you don't really modify it from its original state. Like I look at if I'm going to collect something and keep it, I might do that. I'm not collecting these. I don't think they're really worth anything. Just like the old arcade cabinets are now filled with rat pee and poop, and nobody really cares about them, and they're in landfills and stuff. These are going to
yeah.
end up there too. I mean, that's the way it is.
Well,
They'll all be in landfills at some point, but
well,
they are worth money to some people. Like
let me
you can go
like
buy
yeah.
stuff new in box right now for $1,000. What were you
Yeah,
going to
from
say? I'm sorry.
old what they call new old stock. Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, no, just
So
like people bought them, kept them in their basement, and then put them up on eBay 3 years later. Like I have the Legos Ewok Village still in the box. Like I bought that for $350. I can go sell that for $500 now. Like that.
new
I
That's what I'm saying. It's new
yeah,
old stock because it's old stock because you can't get it, but it's new because it's in the box.
yeah,
Still in the box. So
yeah.
let's see this. It's because it's kind of sad though. There are people out there that are making risers and modding them that now will lose money.
Who
Look,
cares?
let me,
No
but that's
offense. I mean, that's
that's
life, man. You know how many
that's you know what I mean. I like JC. So JC, I bought a bunch of stuff from Tulsa Arcades. I have a couple of
yeah.
risers. I think that some of his work is great. I have his back box. It's only like 10 in
Nobody's
existence,
stopping
maybe
them from still making
7, 8.
risers for the new cabs to make them even
Yeah.
taller.
But I think the fact of the matter is that like Dan said, from a production standpoint, with the company, it just makes more monetary sense.
Yeah.
It's just less money for production. You give people what they want. The people, these mod companies are just gonna have to find their own new niche now.
Yeah,
Like you said,
exactly.
you're
It's
just
like when
gonna have to.
AI popped on the scene and everybody got all butt hurt because they weren't going to get $5 from some dude on Fiverr for making them a freaking headshot of something that they drew. You know, like
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like well it's like wah. Like that's how life works. I mean, I've seen my I've done support for a long time, and support in the United States is pretty much non-existent for the most part. It's went overseas. I wasn't sitting there online complaining about how companies were popping up, moving their stuff overseas. Like that's life. Like I have no bearing on that. It's not a democracy here. It's a republic when it comes to business. So I
yeah,
can't tell them what to do. They're not going to listen to me. Now, if we all came together like the little ant story, and they're the grasshoppers, then we can, yes, overpower them because there are more ants than there are grasshoppers. But this
Well, I
ain't the
mean,
bug's life.
money talks and bullshit walks. I mean,
Yeah.
if you have, if you know that your base is 10,000 machines per unit, or 5,000, or even
Yeah.
4,000 per unit, and you have 4,000 people that come in here and say, "Hey, we're willing to do this right here. We go put our money where our mouth is." This shit, I
Yeah.
mean, that leads somebody to do. Even if they didn't have any plans to do it, they'll do it because the money's there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to get any of the deluxe cabs. I think Mike's getting the class of 81.
I'm getting the
Um,
class 81. As soon as it comes up for sale, it's in my cart and I'm going with it, baby.
yeah. I'm probably actually going to be getting rid of uh, some of my cabs over a period of time. Not probably the ones you see behind me, but like I have an old Pac
Oh,
Man downstairs and I have my Simpsons. Those might disappear at some point.
hey Brad,
Um,
don't leave. We're not talking about that yet. We're still in our arcade one up segment, but I would love to hear what you got it. I see that you say you did some mods, but we're gonna talk about that in the next section. So in the next segment. So just hold on
nice.
tight, stay with us, and we'll get there. I promise. I promise. I promise. But as far as getting a new cap, I am getting that class at 81, bro. It looks cool. 12 games. It looks good. Only problem I have now is I bought my wife, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, because honestly, I bought her the 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 what you call it, the not asteroids, but the it is the centipede, or
Yeah.
what it is, right? I bought her that cat. I came across a guy here in Atlanta who had one brand new in the box, never been touched, never, the seal never broken, for $100. We put it in, the PCB crapped out immediately.
Mm,
I mean, out of the box, it crapped out. And they Arcade One Up sent me a new one, and it is probably, out of all my cabs, probably the most perfect cab in my house. I hate to say that I'm gonna buy a cab that's gonna replace that cab, but I
yeah.
don't even know what to do with it. It's gonna go for sale. Somebody's gonna get a deal, because I'm not gonna be crazy about how much I'm gonna charge somebody for it. So I mean, it's gonna be a good cab going, because I mean, I don't see having having that cab plus the class 81. It just won't make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Office Arcade says he ended up getting rid of a couple of all of. What does this say? I just want to bring it up on the screen. Yeah, I ended up getting rid of all but five, four arcade one ups, and one original. Cool.
That's cool. That's real cool. So let's see what Goofy says, and we'll see what Brad says, and then we'll move on to the next topic. Unless you guys got anything else you want to say,
No.
and say everybody deluxe when they are new titles. And you know what? Like I said, I totally get that. I think that, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It would almost be more advantageous for Arcade One Up to give you titles that they have already had proven records of selling in the deluxe form before they come out with a new title. Maybe
Yeah,
four
they'll do the
old titles,
Hollywood
one new title. Four
recipe. Yeah,
old titles, one, yeah. I mean, because they're gonna
it's
sell.
it's for sure money. Yeah, that's the same reason why they always bust out Pac Man. It's all for sure money. It's the same reason why there's 20 Fast and Furious movies. It's the same reason why they made another Top Gun. It's the same reason why they make anything multiple times, because it's a for sure thing. If you have an audience, it's the same thing why these marketing agencies are reaching out to people like those other creators we talked about, is because they have a set audience in front of them. If they go live every week and there's 50 people in front of them, they don't care what those 50 people are doing. They could be sitting there with their fingers up their noses. And they couldn't even be real. It could be bots, but they don't care. They just want to put it in front of enough eyes. So it all
Okay,
comes
so I,
from
I I like
the
that
same
what
nonsense.
console just said. He says Arcade One Up site says 124.99 for easy payments through, what's that? Karma, whatever that thing is,
Yeah,
Karna.
I
It
don't
says so.
know.
49 is pretty much confirmed. That sounds good to me. That means I can pay even less for it. I actually like those little pay site things, man. Like when it comes to stuff like that, I don't even touch it. It just auto deducts out of my account. I don't even care. It's
Yeah,
kind of cool. He says it kind of Miss Pac-Man. Hey, they canceled it with the OG Blue Miss Pac. Yeah, I mean because you know what? I hate to say this. If you look at the numbers, the Miss Pac-Man cabs didn't sell like the Pac-Man cabs.
yeah. I
They
don't
just
think
didn't.
people like that color, that baby blue. I'm not a fan of that giant baby blue cab unless it's
Dude,
like
look
big
at this
blue.
cab right here.
Oh,
Like
I
the,
like
this,
that one, but I like
but
that one. I
but
just don't. I'm
but
just telling you from my
but no.
point
What I'm
of
saying
view
is,
and
think
my
about
opinion. I don't like the
yeah,
side of the Miss Pac-Man cab. I never have. I
yeah.
hate the ghosts on it. They look stupid. I just don't like the side of it. That's my opinion. I don't. You can like them. I like Big Blue because it's a Big Blue. It's not
But
Miss
I
Pac-Man.
think I think that cab went for sale for the same reason though. I think it was just a little too different for the majority.
Yeah, I still hate
I think
Baby Blue, Papa Brad. I just
I
hate the
think I
color
think
blue,
it
man. It
I
reminds me
think
of
it
my
wasn't.
school.
I don't think it was enough artwork on this cab to make it stand out for people. I think the deck was cool.
Yep.
I think that it being taller than all the rest of the cabs was cool. But I think that for some odd reason, a lot of people didn't grab onto it. And if you were lucky enough to get one of these things for the $100, $150, whatever we paid for it, then you got lucky. I mean,
Yeah.
because they clearance the shit out of them. I mean, yeah. He said I've sold five out of and kept five. I might sell two or three more.
Yeah.
Online pay and turn others into multi cabs. Hey man, the good thing I say this all the time, man. With this stuff, there's no wrong answer for this stuff. You have a lot
Yeah.
of people arguing with people about what they do with
Well, I
these
think people
cabs and how
argue
they
because they
play it.
take people's opinions and like get angry about it. And that's why I tried to reiterate that, like, I hate this Pac-Man cab. I just don't like the way it looks. Like, that doesn't mean that, like, if you decide to hate me because I dislike something, then then leave me the F alone. Because I can't associate with you then.
Well, see, I'm like Brad. I like the blue. It doesn't bother me. The only thing that bothered me with this one, with the Miss Pac-Man, is okay. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Miss Pac-Man fan. Now I'm buying the Class 81 for a lot of the other titles plus the Galaga. The Miss Pac-Man is to me is just a bonus on the cab.
Yeah.
Um,
See, Brad likes Miss Pac-Man's art. I hate it. I think it's the
yeah.
most disgusting art I've ever seen on a cab. To
He
each
says, I
their
mean,
own.
yeah, but that's
Where did Miss Pac-Man touch you? Show me. She touched me in my naughty place, and I didn't like it.
but that's where I was going with this, man. I think that's the cool part about these cabs is that
Yeah.
there's no right or wrong answer. Everybody, you can mod your cab. You can
Hmm.
throw, hey man, like a console. I mean, you could throw these things in the dumpster, set them on fire. You can do whatever. At the end of the day, it's your money, and you paid for it. And they made 100,000 of them. So you doing whatever it is you do to modify or not modify yours isn't going to
Yeah.
change the grand scheme of things. It's all about you. It's going to sit in your home for you to play and for you to enjoy. So have it the way you want it. I agree. I totally agree with that. Have it the way
Um.
you want it.
The I think the reason I hate pastels. I hate Easter. I hate pastel colors. Baby blue is a pastel color in the end. So yeah, get that crap out of here. I don't want any pastel shit. I'm not making a baby's room. Get that crap out of here. I want fire and darkness and destruction.
So you want the Kuma flame.
Yeah, or I want like the MVSX cab or the side of Dragon's Lair. I just described Dragon's Lair pretty much. It's like black and has flames on it and
Yeah.
swords. But like in
Basically, I was
Star
like,
Wars, there's like the
you want
trench run.
you want a heavy metal cab. That's what
Yeah,
you want.
like my beholder.
Hey
But
man,
yeah,
did you see the artwork? I ought to put it up if I can find it while we're going to another segment. Southern Fried Gaming released a new artwork for 2023.
don't
And
hate pastels. Not cool,
it's dope.
dude. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate
Man,
pastels.
you gonna be mad at me because I wear pastels, baby. I'm a player
I'm
from the
sorry.
Himalaya, man.
I
Southside
I
player,
can't.
boy. I throw on some polo from
But
the
yeah,
old
but
school.
can we stop for a second? You have the right style to pull that stuff off. I'm an earth tone kind of guy, okay? Like
Hey man, you never know, man. I could probably. Hey, Brad, you come down here, man. I'll probably trick you out, baby.
I
This
don't know.
thing they
There's a
know, man.
fake
You.
Brad and a real Brad. Man, this stuff is confusing to me. How about I just don't care enough, and then I just keep doing my show, and you guys figure it out and block it if it's annoying to you.
What it said? What it
I
says?
don't know.
What?
But let's just continue on with the show. Let's go to the next
All
segment
right, so
here.
let's go. We're not doing this segment. Let's go back over to the segment we were talking about right there. So boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Office
So
Arcade is like I wear black and gray. My closet looks like Simon Cowell's.
so let's go back to say what do you say? It's a fake Papa. Hold up, the Papa Bread that says fantastic is a fake Papa Bread. Oh, okay, okay. I got you. I got you. But let's go back up to your statement. You said you did a mod on your you did a mod on your cab today. So you said so you did. So
All
let's see
right,
this.
and wait, can I just talk for a second? I don't want to
Sure.
talk about people's weird petty arguments about fake accounts. Like you have the power to like click those three dots at the end of their name and block them if they're annoying you, okay? So I suggest that you do those things, move on, focus on positive stuff, and life will be a lot more interesting. Like I always make the joke, you don't run into the back alley and say, "Hey crackheads, what's going on today? Let's have a party." I usually stay away from people that I don't want to associate with. So I would say click those three little dots and remove yourself from that equation. All right, let's get back to the game in here. Sweet.
I, yeah, I actually I don't know what just happened. I have
I'm
what
just
I
tired
mean.
of people bickering about nonsense, man. There's like
Oh,
people out here dying and stuff with like cancer and shit, and these people are complaining about nonsense. Like I'm just done. I'll kick you all out of my community if you're gonna keep this negative crap going.
gotcha. But see, Brad talked about doing a mod. I got arcade one up. You still don't. You don't. You do you had you just got your arcade back, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so he said he modded his arcade today. He got sandwich orange tops, same tops as the line of candy caps, easy to mod. Hey, so how did that go, man?
Yeah, how did the bot modding go?
How did it go? Because I mean, I have never opened that thing up. I think that's kind of crazy that out of all of the, you said out of, let's see, it's someone rich easy to check it. Okay, uh, but yeah,
The
I've never opened up my cab. I've never opened up my cab. I have no. I've never actually had until they came. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You was about to post something. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. Dan,
oh,
are you there?
I'm just like this. This isn't fun for me to like. I appreciate Detroit love. This is the kind of stuff I want to see. I don't really. You know how many
Yeah.
fake accounts appear every day and stuff? Like I'm
Well,
not.
let's do
It's
this.
not my job to like police the effing internet, man. Okay, it's not my job to police the internet.
Well, then this is what we gonna do. We just not even go. We're not even gonna address it. Let's just keep moving. Hey, if it's out there, then they have the
This is
power to
not
do what they
fun
want
for
to do
me.
with it. Yeah. So let's go. I got you, man. So we're having fun. Like Detroit says, hey, hey guys, I love your show. Play more, fight less. There you go. We're not fighting. We don't have fight. We don't have fight in our body. So has anybody done any real mods to their arcade besides Bobby Vu, who turned his into a tricked out Lamborghini Cadillac pimp arcade with 4 or 5 screens and the ability
Yeah,
to
this thing is awesome. It's like the Swiss Army knife with ground effects of the
yeah, man.
iArcade cabs. Bobby
Yeah,
Voo did a great job with that thing, though. I couldn't. It would be like too much. It's too flashy for me.
yo, I said that man, I love Bobby, and he came through on us the other day, and it was really cool. But the thing that got me, man, is that like as much as I love the mods that he did, a lot of that stuff was already factory, like the
Yep.
Bluetooth audio and all that stuff. It was kind of cool, and I don't know if I really want to be watching NFL like an NFL live game at the same time that I'm playing like Dodo. Or something. But I think it's kind of cool, man. And
But I think
so I don't know.
Bobby's probably capable of a lot of things that you and I are not capable of. He could
I'm not
probably
gonna.
he could probably watch that video and beat the game at the same time. So,
Yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you. Now Papa Brad's on here. I saw this guy play Pac-Man, right?
yep.
And I saw him play some stuff. He is a real arcade dude. Like he hit some levels that I didn't even know existed. They were like warp levels that like I was like, did the machine actually do this? Like I've never seen anybody get that high
Yep.
inside of a game that I played my whole life that I didn't even know existed. It's like it made me want to go on YouTube and say, okay, who's gotten to level 150 in Pac-Man? You know what I'm saying? And what does it look like? It's just moving at the speed of light. You got four ghosts in it. It's like I mean, I don't
You
know.
just blink
It's
and
just
it's all over.
it's all over. It's like either you won or you lost. Either you hit the right combination or it was over with. So
Oh
it
man.
was kind of cool. So I give it to him, and I saw him rock a pinball machine at the show. I thought he was gonna break it. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I
Yeah.
done seen people nuts in pinball machines. I done seen some people really nut. I just gently walked back away from it because if it breaks, I didn't want to be associated with having to pay for it. So I I just slid back a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So
Well,
but
that's how you got to be rough with those things. You just got to make sure that the little thing the little pendulum thing that hits the little. I don't even know what the hell that thing's called, but I know what it looks like.
oh,
It
you talking about
reminds me of the
oh I
Operation
if
game.
if you would have never said it, I could have told you what it
Yeah,
was.
but it's
But
just that
yeah.
little pendulum thing that touches the metal sides and connects the circuit and makes it so you tilt it. But
So with the GRS gate and San Juan control, hey man. So how do they work? I mean, is the GRS gate, is it like an 8-way, 4-way? What kind of gate is it? I mean, what does it do?
well, I think it's in both. It does both.
Is that the mechanical one? Is that the one
Yeah,
that
it
it is?
does.
Okay,
The 8-way and 4-way.
that's kind of cool. I mean, it's the one that that's electronic. So you push the button and it changes
Yeah.
itself or whatever. I would like that, man, but I
Papa
don't know.
Brad and me. Well, I guess I'm an inch taller than Papa Brad.
Yeah, he's pretty. He's a pretty tall guy too.
Yeah, yeah. Us tall people are pretty hard on things, man.
Yeah,
The
I'm not
world
that
isn't
short
built for
either.
big
So
people. So
you're 6'4". I'm like
yeah,
6'2.5" because me and Brad
you
Brad's
give me
just
a
a
nice
little bit
pair of
taller than me.
basketball shoes, man, with a freaking big cushy sole on them. I'll be like 6'5".
Yeah, that man, and I can't wait till you get here, man. It's like all of us tall dudes are gonna be walking through playing on
Yeah, I
these
don't
games. They'll
know.
be
It all
like, "Oh my
depends
god."
because I mean, I'm.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we'll have
I
to wait
forgot.
and
Yeah,
see what goes on
we
with
have to
that.
wait and see what
Yep.
happened with it. We ain't gonna talk about that right now, but we're
Oh, so here we
praying that you
go.
can.
Detroit Love says the GRS gate can automatically switch from 4-way to 8-way on a PC or Raspberry Pi, or you can manually switch it with a button. That's cool.
That's dope. I mean, I've heard of it. I mean, I'm not saying that. The reason why I wanted you guys to explain it because,
Yeah,
you
that
guys
is
you
cool.
guys are part of our show. So, when you guys explain it, it's actually pretty dope. So everybody else gets to see that. You guys are
Yeah,
communicating with each other. So I like that. I've been looking. I think I don't know if I'm gonna play enough on that cab to invest in it, depending on the price.
yeah,
If it's reasonably priced, I'll jump into it. If it's something that I deem to be absurdly priced, I probably will never touch it. I'm not cheap. I'm from the foreign country frugal. So since I'm from the foreign country frugal, I don't really
is that where
I
they
don't.
make things that are fragile,
In fragile, we
like
make
the leg
fragile
lamps?
things in frugal. So when your pockets need to be stretched way longer than they usually are, visit us in frugal, and we'll show you a good time. I promise you.
I shared Detroit Love's comment there. It says I have the switchable 4-way 8 switch in my modified 3/4 scale Galaga cabinet and my Countercade modified Galaga cabinet. Oh, that's cool. Does in
Oh,
both
so
of
you're
them.
sponsoring me one. I appreciate you, Detroit. I knew that we were good friends. We have open relations. We could call each other anytime. You told me that long time ago. So with the story of everybody, if you don't know the story of, I'm a super big fan of Detroit Love. I think he's the most cool pimp. He's like the super fly of arcade to me. and I love him, man. I mean, to the
He
point
has a
where
nice
you'll
attitude.
understand. Like, really, like I could put a poster of him up on the wall and be cool with me. You know
He
what I'm
has one of the
saying?
best attitudes, actually. He's one of
Yeah, he
those people that you
does.
want to like be like, man, I need to be more like that cool dude.
But but
Seriously.
but I'm telling you, the day I got a phone call from him, threw my mind off. I had to park. I never
Oh,
because
because you were like a fangirl. You're like, oh my
I'm
god,
such a
Detroit
fanboy
love.
that he was like, hey, and he got like I know I done made he always laughs at me, but I
I
always do
know.
this.
I'm laughing at
He
you right
called.
now. I
He's
bet you
like,
he's getting.
hey. And when he called, he said the same thing. This is Detroit love. Hey, is this Mike? I said, yeah, sure. I was just straight. He was like, hey man, he was so cool on the phone.
That's
I didn't know
awesome.
what to do. He was cool. He was cool as a freaking fan, man. Oh, $35? Oh
That's a
yeah, I'm
good
grabbing that.
deal.
I'm grabbing that, then.
Yeah,
I'm
and you're
grabbing that.
helping out a nice guy because
Yeah, so
Glenn's a nice dude.
yeah, Glenn's a good guy. So man, Detroit called me, man. We had a discussion about some stuff, man. And I felt like such a girl. I felt like such a school girl, man, when I got off the phone with that. I called like 10 people, like, hey man, you won't believe who called me. You won't believe who called me. They was like, I don't even know who the hell you talking about. I was like, man, but if you the game, you'll understand, man. This dude like the coolest, man. He's the game dude, man. He's it.
Share
They was like, they was
Goofy
like,
Foot's
yeah.
comment real quick.
They was like, yeah, get off my phone. Where is it at? Let's see.
It's the
Okay.
last one.
Yeah, let's see. He said, I'm right on the board and next. TSGK. Hey man, I got you, man. Yeah, hey, we neighbors. We're
Yeah,
neighbors.
Cheaplandia
Frutigal,
and Frutigal.
Frutigal and Cheaplandia,
I
man. We're right next to each other,
We
man.
talked about that in the beginning of the show. Actually, you should go back and watch it. But we both, if a company was like, "Hey, we'll give you a free cab. You just got to give us a positive review," that sounds like they're paying you for a positive video with a cab. And you know what? It You'd have to pay me a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
No, but I would take a free cab, man. Are you kidding me? I already like them without risers. If they're going to give me one for free and all I have to do is make a couple videos about it, I don't give a shit.
Woo.
I'll do that. I would do that in a second.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I'm a love it because it's free. You know what?
I
You
don't
have,
see it as bribing though, because it's
but
not.
dude, it
They're not
has to
saying
suck. It has to
you're
suck
getting
really
paid for
bad.
it. You're getting paid for the review though.
But how bad?
Like
How bad does something have to be for you to get it for free? To be like, you know what, this shit is so bad. I'm sending it back, and I'm not making. I'm not making the. I mean,
you never know, it could happen.
oh look, Papa Brad says Streets of Rage is coming to Arcade. I can't wait, man. I love that game, man.
Streets of Rage. Woo.
Yeah, man. Gotta love
But yeah,
dipping
no,
into.
I get emails. Oh my gosh, I get emails all the time from companies saying, "Hey, will you review this product for a positive review? We'll need to watch your video prior to publishing it." And I usually say no to that crap
Yeah.
because I don't deal with those companies. But if like Corsair Gaming was like, "Hey Dan, we'd like to send you these 3 keyboards and these 3 mice," and I already love Corsair stuff. I have a mouse right here from them. I'd be like, heck yeah, send me that because I already use their products. See, this is actually a smart marketing technique. The company is targeting people that make content about that. And they're saying, hey, if you make a positive video, we'll give you this $400, $500 item for free. So you're not actually
Well,
getting it for
well, here
free.
we go.
You're getting a
I
$500 item. So
Well,
that's what you're getting paid.
I love custom glorious keyboards and custom glorious wireless old mice. They are really nice, and everybody should pick up one. If they want to send me a custom glorious keyboard pro kit so I can build out with some nice new panda switches or anything like that, I won't say no, and I will promise you I will give you the most thumbs up positive
There you
uh
go. Yeah,
non-biased review ever.
I think it's a little different when it comes to companies that I'm already using their products and they reach out to me. That's my goal. If I can get free stuff from the companies that I already have respect for and that I use, why would I deny that? Like,
What?
it'd be different if it was
I don't
like
believe that.
shady, where they were like, oh, here's a free item, post whatever review you want, and then for some reason they come after me with like litigation for me doing like slander on them or some kind of freaking crap for saying bad stuff about them on a video. You know, when they maybe not be might be true. So I don't know. Like, do whatever people want to do. I don't really care. Nobody's emailing me about free cabs. I don't do enough Arcade 1-Up content for them to ever reach out to me at this point. I mean, I work with other companies and they make Steam Deck stuff. So
yeah, you know, and hey, maybe one day I'll get some more Steam Deck stuff. Because I make Steam Deck content now. But
I have yet to see that video pop up on your.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy.
You're like, I make content too. I'm like, where is it?
Yeah. It was easy. It was very easy to say.
Yeah, he's like,
oh, you love it. Now hold up. Thank you very much. I'm trying to get it. Hold up. Okay. It's my camera. My camera makes everything looks lopsided because it's kind of off a little bit. It's weird. So it actually is straight.
Tilt. That's your like. Boop.
Yeah, that's my thing going on.
That's your lean.
That's my pimp lean.
I didn't want to say pimp lean.
Not the stuff you drink, but you know.
I was just the lean. The purple lean.
Let's say I'm not going into that. Say losers with no lies make.
I like Goofyfoot's comment. I don't get how they would get the cab back if you give a bad review. So you wouldn't get the cab back.
This is
how this would play out. Okay, you sign a contract saying, yeah, I'm going to do this. They say, okay, they send you the cab. If you don't do it, they'll never contact you again about doing it again. They're not going to take you to freaking Judge Judy and sue you for $500. They're just never going to contact you again. So that's how that would go. I mean, I can give you an example. That's how that would go in my mind.
Yeah, I'm laughing at Brooklyn Man. He says everything the fake Papa Brad is saying is true. We are also getting Shredder's revenge. It's basically funny. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know. I can't tell. I'm not paying attention. It's funny, to the
man.
Chat. Which one's fake and which one's real? I think the letter change. Is it spelled exactly the same?
Yeah, I think they are. I can't really tell. I don't know.
What to do with this. Why does YouTube suck so much and let people even do that in the first place?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my gosh,
that's dumb. I don't know. I think it should be like anything else where you open up, you make one account and you can't duplicate.
Yeah, like if you on the same IP address, like unless it's like a different. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. I don't care enough. But yeah, they're not getting those cabinets back, and they don't care if they get them back, because $500 to get 10,000 people to see their product is worth the loss of $500. Yeah, because I don't know if you know this, but like if you have like say you have 250,000 subscribers, there's marketing agencies that will reach out to you that will give you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, like enough money to buy a crappy car to do advertising for them, like to do paid product placement and stuff like that. So like, think of like it on the largest scale that we know, the Super Bowl advertising dollars. Think of that and how many people watch the Super Bowl. And that is the same idea. It's all based off of how many people are watching and how many are going to be influenced by this ad. Say only 20% of the people buy it and it's viewed by 100 people. That means 20 people are going to buy it. It's all about numbers, so they don't really care in the end. They just need the numbers to match up.
Okay. So they said the fake Papa Brad is one with the two capital P's. Okay. So now we know the difference. All right. So we don't have to post that stuff. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you community for letting us know. So now we know. So now that we go. All right. Well, the
two capital P's is gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Now that I know, that's why I was like, I don't give a crap about this. It looks exactly the same. I ain't got time to focus on this nonsense. I just want to talk about games.
But thank you guys.
But he's gone now. Thank you for letting us know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So bye bye, other Papa Brad saying weird stuff. At least they weren't like showing us their butthole.
Well, butts again. There you go. Yeah, man, I gotta be careful with you with these booties, man. Little booties matter, man. Little booties matter, man. Little booties matter. So, for you guys that's got the arcades, man, I'm always I'm looking up for the new stuff that's coming out, man. I'm glad that you guys are actually stepping up. I watch a lot of you guys' content, so I was checking out some of the shows that you guys have been putting out for the last couple of weeks, and the content is good. I mean, the amount of games that are coming out, whether people see the one thing I can say I like about the arcade, and this
Now
just
there's a
goes
big
straight.
Papa Brad. What is this poop?
Oh Lord,
Man, it's in
where
your,
we
that's in your
where we
stream.
yeah, well we know that's not it.
Now,
Hold on,
yeah.
let's.
Well, we know
Oh,
Papa Brad's a big boy, but he's not big Papa Brad.
so this is
Like, can I
what
just say, whoever you are, you're a butt munch. Like, go make yourself a grilled cheese sandwich and get out of here.
yeah. Yeah,
Oh
but what I was
man.
saying is that I like the fact that they put out so many. They're putting out so many games that you actually get a chance to pick and choose what you want to play. So if there's something out there that's not your flavor, that's fine. You know, if
Yeah.
it's something out there that sucks, like B Bear Wrestling or whatever the hell that dumb shit was
Versus
that I
wrestling.
bought that time. You know,
Yeah.
I bought one
We all
badass
learn
game.
from our mistakes, right?
But there's so many other games that came out that are super dope. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
So
let's go. Are we don't even need to do a Steam Deck thing since
no,
we
no,
do it
I
on
I left over
Tuesdays.
that since we
Yeah.
since we got our Steam
Let's
Deck
go
privilege.
to the console stuff because I want to
Let's
talk
go.
about the VR stuff and some
All right, guys.
PS
So let's hold on.
PlayStation
Let's hold
stuff.
on. I like that. That thing right there be
Mike
groovy,
Hart.
don't it?
My Hawk Hearts says I love being a deckhead. I get you.
Hey man.
And
Of
thank you,
course, of
Detroit. Yeah,
course.
we figured out that it wasn't the other. It was the other capital letter one. We got rid of them.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it, man. We try to keep the show lively, man. I'm gonna change it up again, but if you notice, we got the arcade bro that fades in and out. We got some animations going on, so
yeah, you do a great
so
job with this stuff,
we
man.
got
That's
we got the
mostly
software going.
the only thing I do is give Mike's emotional support, and then he makes it all in this app.
No, you don't guys don't understand. And when you see me start looking at this in the screen, like it's like I'm trying to be safe because Brad is threatening me. It's like if you don't make it the way I say, oh, no, I'm just joking. No,
Yep.
that's
See,
cool.
even beautiful ones like, hey, if if Glorious wants to send me a bunch of stuff, the Glorious Girls Gamers stuff, and all pink setup. There you go.
Yeah, she wants that peak MG GMMK2. I
That'd be
know she
pretty
wants
cool.
it bad. I was supposed to get it for Christmas, but guess what? It didn't happen.
Oh,
No, they
somebody.
sold out. They sold out. It wasn't my
Okay.
fault. They didn't have it. We went back. We tried to go everywhere and get it. They didn't have it. It's called Pink Ice. They only made so many of them. It's a crazy
This
ass
is hilarious. See,
combination.
well, now go see if it's in stock so you can sponsor her. I love that. I love that. I love that.
I already sponsor
Oh, I
her.
know.
Ask her about all the stuff she has now. So let's
Uh,
talk about the VR, man. Let's talk about the
yeah,
VR. What you
so
got?
I've been watching a lot of videos on it, and I'm on like I really want it, but I just can't pull the trigger yet on that price tag because not because I think it's like a horrible price. I get that there's a lot of technology being used there. I just I have like the HTC Vive one, and I'm like, do I want to buy another one right now? Like, is it gonna be worth 600, 500 plus dollars to me? So
Dude, I don't, man, PC stuff goes out so freaking fast. I
yeah,
understand that the technology is out there, man, but God, it's just so much. Like I know I gotta buy a new GPU. Like
yeah,
I mean not GPU, but yeah, new GPU pretty soon. And this one is the GPU that's up here. This computer is going into my pinball machine
yep.
because I finally figured out that the majority, and I hate that if anybody's you can be mad at me, but it's a lower end. So I got like a 570, a AMD 570 in the bill now, and it has did nothing but plague me since it's been
Mm.
in there. So
it's like gremlins
it's
in the machine, man.
man, it just does not like what's the software we run on the pinball machines? It's got like all the
Coin
tables and
op
everything.
X and stuff.
No, not
Oh,
coin ops. It's
future pinball.
the one that had the
Bot-
front end that has
Botastera.
everything. It's the one that has everything. I can't remember the name of it,
It's
but
not
it's
coin
whatever.
ops.
No, coin ops is just like
or
it's just
not?
art.
What's BYOB? I don't know. I'm just
BYOB.
saying nonsense.
It's just no, no, no,
What's up,
no,
Arcade
no, no.
Chaos?
Yeah, but yeah, it
I'm
doesn't.
like
Hold up.
toothpaste. You're like, what?
it,
Shut
it
up.
it does not like the front end, man. What's up, man? What's going on, Arcade Chaos, man? What's happening? So yeah, it does not like the front end on that thing, man. So, but
Yeah.
it just doesn't play nice with AMD GPU. So I'm gonna be putting this one up
Frank
here.
makes a
Gonna be
comment here about the VR, about strapping it on his face. There's a lot of people that will not do it because it gives them a feeling of claustrophobia, and maybe not even claustrophobia. They just don't like things touching their face, and I think I totally understand that. Like, yeah, there's like I never was a big fan of having like if I go snowboarding, putting goggles on. I'd rather just wear open frame sunglasses and hope for the best
yeah.
that I don't fall and lose them. But
I'm gonna tell you how bad
I buy
I
cheap
hate
ones
this
anyways. So.
is that I had sleep apnea. I was a lot bigger than I am now. I was closer to the 400-pound mark at one point in time. Man, I was a big dude,
Yeah.
and I had sleep
Well, good
apnea.
for
So
you losing
yeah, those they put that mask
the
on you when you
apnea
go to
type
sleep.
mask.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I used to have to sleep in that thing. That thing was like Darth Vader in your dreams or something, right? So I mean,
Luke, I
it
am your
bothered me.
father. Sorry.
it it's okay. It bothered me so bad that I was like, I
You're
was
like,
getting
that's it.
I
I'm
lost.
losing weight after
Yeah, I
this
did. I
crap.
lost like 130 pounds, man. I was like, fuck that.
Um,
I couldn't do it anymore.
Papa
It
Brad's
just got to be.
gaming. This isn't a real statement. There's no.
What's
It's
the
not an RTX 4090. That's a 24 gig video
hold on.
card. That's not real. Uh, that's a
Okay, this was
silicon.
is that the real? That can't be the
I,
real Papa
I
Brad.
kind of don't know if it's the real Papa Brad. But that
Because
is
that was a crazy statement. Yeah, like
like I can do like. Never mind. That's not it.
it's okay. So
Yeah.
since so many games going multi platform and PC, do you guys envision holding onto your consoles long term? Yes, for one reason. If nothing else but this complete resurgence of the arcade scene has told us anything, is that bullshit ass consoles that were good when we were young that are completely out of date in the future are worth a lot of money
Yeah.
later on.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go,
Anything that's in limited supply.
you can look at some of these consoles, man, like even just the original Xboxes. Like I want that Founders Edition original Xbox, the green one, the
Hmm.
clear green one that they gave out to like the employees and stuff. They're out there for sale, man, and those things go for like $400 or $500, man.
Yeah.
And
I'll
I
say
have one in
this.
the box right in there, so it's kind of crazy.
I'll say this. There'll be a couple things that will happen. If a manufacturer ever figures out a way that you can replicate a PCB from any old technology just by typing it in, which is a possibility. There are 3D printers now that can do PCB boards. So you could say, I want an old NES PCB board. It prints it out for you. And then all you have to do is slap the caps and stuff on it and all the other little chips that it might need and little transistors and everything else. Um, and you could have an NES, but you manufactured it yourself in your living room. The future, there's a lot of things happening that
I
people are
don't
going to
even
be
think
blowing
that's
their
gonna be the
minds.
situation. I think that it's gonna be so crazy that like with all these supercomputers, these super servers that everybody has, that like with the ROMs and all this other stuff out there, is that there's I think that this whole open platform and this whole cloud based gaming community thing is gonna have it where if you want to play, like right now you can download, no offense, from some magical land somewhere in the snow, you can download every single Nintendo game ever made in one lump sum and run it. I
Yeah.
mean, but who's to say that there won't be a collection where you'll be able to do that with everything? People are already building it right now as a
Yeah.
personal thing.
Yep.
So I don't see it being the only thing that you're gonna have is gonna be the form factor. A lot of people are gonna want to see that console or have a controller that's like it. But like you said, if it's gonna be like a thing where it's
Yeah.
gonna be kind of virtual,
I want to
like
talk
I
about
mean,
this comment you have up on the screen right now.
what you got?
So, this is why I hate VR because they're stupid. VR is the dumbest, stupidest thing that I don't know why companies don't do this. I think there's like one or two headsets that are high end that'll let you do this. but on a film, like a camera, like my DSLR camera here, when you look through the viewfinder, you're supposed to take off your glasses because the
Yeah.
viewfinder actually has a little thing on it that you're supposed to set to your eye. So you focus it based off of your eye, which you hold it up at like a bright light or something like that, and then you focus it until you can see the glass grain, and then that's when you know it's focused to your eye. So VR should have the same thing. There should be a little dial in there that should let you change it to base it so it'll be focused to your eye. But for some reason, these dumb freaking manufacturers decided they didn't want to put that into the product, but it's on every camera, every viewfinder for every like news ENG camera. All that stuff always has a thing so you can use it without using your glasses. Like, and I don't know why they haven't done that. Like, my Oculus doesn't even have it. I can change the ocular distance between my eyes, which is pretty common, but that doesn't change the focus of how I see it.
Make it closer
Yeah.
or further away.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's one of the reasons why I had such a one. Believe in technology and just the fact that I've been wearing glasses since I was 6. It was one of the reasons why I got LASIK. I got LASIK for one of those particular reasons. It's like I just got tired of having to deal with the world not caring about the millions of people who wear glasses.
Yeah.
They just don't care about us, dude. And they don't make the products really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there's a lot, like Brooklyn Mess says, there's all kinds of like third party companies that make glasses and clip on things. I just wore my glasses in the headset, man.
That's cool.
Like they were jammed in there, but I got them in there. And I actually I don't know what they call them, but like I have where the bottom half of my lens, it's a bifocal, but you can't see it. So if I look at stuff here, it's in focus. But if I like try to look through the bottom of my glasses far away, everything's blurry because this is for closing up.
I've been wearing glasses so long in my life. I literally just tried to look up under my lenses. I was like,
but we should probably wrap things up. We've been going for over an hour now.
So hey guys, so listen, we was in the console section. So I will say this much a little bit about the Steam Deck. So and I'm gonna bring that into the console arena.
No, Goofy Foot, I know it's bifocals, but there's an actual thing where it's an invisible line. There's no line there.
Oh, Invisaligns.
No, that's not what it is either.
It's not.
No, that's for teeth.
No, I thought, is that what it is?
Yeah, you're good. It's good, man. It's okay.
But hey, so
and they are bifocals. They might be progressive.
Oh, they're called no line bifocals, right? They're just no lines, right?
I don't know. I think they are progressive lenses, is what they are based off of. But my wife said that, and I was like, I thought progressive lenses. No, they are progressive. My wife said transition, and I was like, no, those are the ones that turn into sunglasses. But it's progressive lenses. That's what it is.
Man, I tried contacts after I got into my 40s. I tried contacts when I got into my 40s. It was the most horrible experience I ever thought I would ever have ever. I literally tried, and then right after I couldn't put them in my eyes, but when I got them in, they
touching your eyeball freaked you out.
I don't have a problem touching my eyeball. I can touch my eyeball right now, but putting something in my eyeball it was weird, man. And then I took them on a cruise, and I'm so glad I brought my glasses. Like I threw them bitches overboard. Like my wife like throwing. She's like,
there's a little dolphin. It's like I can see now.
I couldn't stand them, man. I hated them things, man. I was like, man, these shits is trash. I couldn't. I was like, man, who in the world tried to do?
But he's like, I got you, damn. They're progressive lenses. Beautiful one, got my back.
What you say?
They're progressive lenses. That's what they're called. It's for old people that don't want to be old.
Yes, I'm horrible with contacts. I am. She laughed at me, and I sat in the bathroom, and I thought I lost a contact in my eye for 30 minutes. And I was banging everything around in the bathroom, and she was trying to hold me down like I was drowning or something, trying to get it out. I thought I was going to kill somebody.
So I'll tell you once. When I was very young, this is a hilarious story. I'll tell you. This will be the story we can end on. I was very young, like young enough that I probably shouldn't have been doing what I was doing, but I was smoking a cigarette like a cool kid. And the ash flew in my eye, a gust of wind took the ash and flew it in my eye. And every time I blinked, my whole head felt like it was going. It was like scratching my inside of my eyelid. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I after that happened, I went back to wearing glasses because I was like, if I had my glasses on, it would have protected my eyeballs because I had contacts on.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
it went
hey,
in my
man.
eye instead of hitting my safety glasses. I don't really even need glasses anymore. These are just safety glasses. No, they actually are my glasses. All
You're
right.
funny. You're funny. Hey, guys. So look, we'll wrap it up. I know everybody else has shows after this, man. Everybody, we want you guys to go, baby, enjoy your family, eat dinner,
Yeah, have a
and
great
do all that
day.
good stuff, man. But we love you guys being here, man. We absolutely love you guys being here. So, hey, man, come and join us on Tuesday nights, 8 p.m.
Yep.
For on deck live. Talk all Steam Deck news, and back here on Sundays, man, so we can talk, man, to you guys about all the crazy burning eyeball shit that we got. And
Yeah, I like this comment. He said he tried him and his eyes popped him out. Like all I can see is this little cartoon where his eyes grow hands and go. Pew.
hey, man, I get it, man. I can't do them shits, man. I can't do them, man.
Detroit
I
loves
literally,
they're called
it's
progressive
crazy. Like
lenses.
I literally sat down up under a laser. It took 10 seconds to correct my eyes for a laser to cut it up and do it. I was like, I will try this before I put a piece of plastic back in my eye again. That shit was so uncomfortable. It hurt me so much. I was like, you can literally stick me up under a multi-million-dollar machine to cut my eyeball up. I
You-
did it.
you-
I'll admit it.
Hey, well, hey, everybody, have a great day, and we appreciate you.
Hey, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with us. So we love you. Love,
Peace.
love, love you guys.
Thank you all for
Love you
being
guys.
here.
Peace, man. Peace, peace, peace.